Hi, everybody. Right, let's get everybody welcomed in. There we go. Right, girls, it's live stream night. Yeah, it's live stream night. I know. Wait a minute. There. Right. Hello, two Pessoas. Two people, how you doing? Type me something up. Come on. Say hi, say hello, say anything you like. Just say something. Come on, baby, out. That's it, good girl. Right. So I've got my two girls being very boisterous, as per normal. Hello, sweetie. Hello, gorgeous. I know what you want. I know precisely what the pair of you want. They want something special. Carlos, how you doing, fella? Not down the pub tonight? What do you want? What do you want? What? What? Okay, where is it? Go on then. Go on. Out. Out. Right. Inga. Hello, Inga. How are you, my darling? And how is your daughter and the grandchildren? Lauren, how you doing, sweetie? Are you good? Nice to see you. Well, I can't see you, but nice to have you here. Right. We should have somebody joining us tonight. Her name is Anne, and I think she might be joining us tonight. No, don't complain. Nobody listens. There's no point. Look at my hair. It's an absolute mess. I look awful. Get a coffee, Inga. All right. 9 o'clock, Tinto time. Right. I'm going to wait until a few more people in. I've got something really special to show you. Really special. Right. And I've also got to keep an eye on a particular message coming through. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Right. Yes, let's hope the internet doesn't play up. The temperatures here in Portugal have cooled down a little bit. The days are obviously extremely gorgeous. I'm feeling quite hot sitting here. I might be having a hot flush, I don't know. Leslie, hi, how you doing, honey? Nice to see you. Nice for you to come and join us, as always. Good girl. Right. As you can see, the girls are behind me and they're quite quiet and behaving themselves. That's because they have got some of these. Yeah. They're like pig's ears that have been cooked and whatever, and they love them. So I don't just give them the pig's ears, though. What I do is I'm clever, and so are they, actually. I've got to hide them so they don't see them. So I've got rubber balls, and I cut the pig's ear up, and I stuff it inside with some other chew bits, and I give it to them, and they spend ages trying to get it out. That quietens them down. So that's what I thought I'd do this evening, so that I don't have to be chasing them around. The only thing I'm going to have to do is go out when it gets a bit darker and put the chickens away. Gross but yummy. Yes, Lauren. Trust me, I don't sit here chewing on it. It's for them, not for me. Where are we? Yeah, so as I was saying, the temperatures have cooled down a little bit. We're not getting like 40 degrees. It's more like 34, 36 in the afternoon. Starts off lovely and cool. The air is fresh when I go out. So I will be doing a September update on the weather and climate. But I think now that means that the internet is going to be settling down a bit. And of course, I've gone from Mayo to NOS. And I actually do think it's a bit better. Okay, Leslie, you've had some rain. No rain here. The girls have heard something. So I've got guests in the apartment. And obviously if they want something, they'll come round and ask me for it. So normally when the girls run out barking, it's because somebody's turned up at the gate or the main gate. But if they turn up at the main gate, they ring the bell and the girls go berserk. But nobody's at the main gate. So it seems like nobody's there. They're just barking at nothing. Oh, you've got rain there, Lauren. Okay. Is it heavy? Is it heavy rain? Where are we? Where are we? Is that a net provider, Matt? Yes. Yes, you've got Mayo. They're probably the biggest in Portugal. And then you've got NOS. NOS are chasing their ass really strong and firmly. And they do actually offer a better service and at a lot cheaper price. So I've gone with NOS. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Here now. It's pelting down. Is that right? Pelted? It pelted down. Right. Okay. Has it stopped raining where you are, Leslie? Well, really, you had, excuse me, Carlos, you had fires at Yorkshire Moors? Wow. Never known that before. All right, where are we? Cool. Not the Moors. Oh, okay. Well done. I read it wrong. Hold on. Where's your original message? Oh, Lord above. Lord above. Carlos. Cool. No. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, not the Moors. The Moors. Okay, where? I can't find the original message. Oh, it says fire at Yorkshire Moors. Well, that's what I'm reading, Carlos. Yorkshire, Moors, Moors. And then you've said, no, not the Moors. Okay. Okay, you think so, right. Yes, yeah, I mean, that fire's been going on for a long time, but I can tell that they're getting it under control because I'm seeing a lot less planes. In fact, I've seen no planes come over today. So yeah, they're getting it under control. Yorkshire, right, okay, Yorkshire. Right. Yorkshire. I'm sure I said Yorkshire, didn't I? I'm sure I did. Oh, dearie me. I'm going to turn the fan on. I think I'm having a hot flush. Oh, What's the, hold on, let me see what the temperature is here in the garage. Right, okay. So it is 8 o'clock, well, 10 past 8 in the evening, and the temperature here in the garage is, hold on a minute, I've forgotten. Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, 24 degrees. 24 degrees here in the garage. So outside it will probably be about the same. Upstairs in the house, it will be a lot hotter. The first floor of houses here in Portugal get really hot. That's why I'm down here in the garage and not upstairs. Yes, I think you did, Mac. I did what, Lauren? You need to help me. You say, yes, I think you did blah, 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 Mac. But I can't remember. Only fire in Portugal showing today is... Okay, right. So maybe they have put the one out in Arganil. Well done, Bomberos. Well done. Oh, Inga, you've got 23 in your living room. Say Yorkshire. Right, Yorkshire. There you go. I've said it, Yorkshire. Right. Okay. Right. You heard me what? What does that mean? ARGGGGH. Is that what it means? FFS Mac. Oh, for. Right, Lauren, sorry. What have I got wrong, honey? What am I doing wrong? You said say Yorkshire. So I'm saying it, Yorkshire. It's going smooth, this conversation. Inga, it ain't me. She's typed up, say Yorkshire. So I've said it. Many times, actually. Lord above, I need a coffee. I need some coffee. Carlos. You were agreeing with me. Oh, right. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, lordy, lordy. I'm going to the pub. Have a Guinness for me, will you, please? Oh, if yeah, I could definitely drink a Guinness now. I wonder what it tastes like. I haven't had one for 8 years. Oh, new glass. Put the other glasses on. Right. Let's take these ones off, because it means I can sit back in the chair and relax, and I can now see when the dogs come in, when trouble's coming. Right, Inga, yes, I'm glad it's cleared up too. We can move forward. You're... Yeah, but just because he's going down the pub doesn't mean to say he's going to drink 20 pints. I know somebody who drank themselves to death. Lord above. And the wallet, yeah. Go on, Carlos. Carlos, tell me, how much is the average pint of beer now in the UK? I'd love to know. And boys and girls, tell me how much it is for a litre of petrol and diesel. I would love to know. Right. We should have a lady called Anne joining us tonight. Let me see if she's messaged. Now I need the other glasses on. It's not really good coming up to being middle-aged. There's a message. Lauren. Oh, right, photograph. Oh, Lauren, that's a very nice photograph. I'm going to tell you a story about this, right? Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. Here we go then. Do you guys know of a man called Bob Ross? I'll tell you a few stories if you want. He's not with us anymore. You have his what? Serious? You've got his easel? No. Are you serious, Lauren? You've got the guy's easel, the one he used? Yes, I know Bob Ross. Well done, Inga. Yeah? Right. Bless him. Absolutely right. Okay. So he was a lovely guy, weren't he? Yeah? Reminds me a little bit of Leo Sayer with all the black fuzzy hair. Yeah? Everybody knows down Lapbrook Grove, you gotta leap across the street. You can lose your life under a taxi cab. You gotta, oh no, no more. Anyway, right. So the first time I ever see Bob Ross doing a painting, I thought, wow, that's a nice technique he's got there. Ordinary paint brushes. Yeah, let's see how it goes. And he's painting away. And then he starts painting pink clouds. And I laughed and I thought, why is he painting pink clouds? There's never pink clouds. And he's painting them away. And I'm thinking, they're going to look stupid. But actually, the painting turned out to be, as always, a masterpiece by him. And pink clouds do exist. And they looked perfect on the painting. So, and that's what you've sent through, Lauren. A lovely picture of pink clouds. Yes. Yep. Oh, right. His product. Okay. I've got you. Okay. Yeah, I know. Because when Lauren said, I've got his easel here, well, I'm thinking, what? The one he actually used? Wow. Because his son tried to take over doing it, but it didn't work for him. You should use pink aerosol? No. What's that? What, darling? What do you want? What do you want? Come on then. Come on then. What do you want? Talk to me. What do you want, baby? Come on. What do you want? Oh, sweetheart. Oh. Good girl. You should see pink. AURORAS. I don't know what that means. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, it's. Oh, right. Okay, the Northern Lights. Oh, Lauren. Damn woman, I love you. You've saved my ass again. Right. Okay. Yes, the Northern Lights. I know. I would love to go and see the Northern Lights. Inga, do you get the Northern Lights where you are? What, honey? What do you want? Talk to me. Talk to me. What do you want? There's no more pigs here. No more pigs here, you little munchkin. And okay, so how do you pronounce that word? Astrora? No. No, that's not what it means. You captured them there, Lauren. You saw them in the UK. Wow. Sometimes, okay. I don't think we get to see them here. What we do get to see, and it's coming up for that time of year. You've seen them on TV though, haven't you, Leslie? Yeah. Right. Twice, Lauren. Well done. Nice one. We get a lot of shooting stars here in September. So I open up the pool late at night and go and get on it about midnight. I do most things at midnight, like take the girls for a walk, go in the pool, other things. And then I get two pool noodles, put them under my neck, and I just lay there looking up at the sky, and you get to see loads of shooting stars, but it's September and October. I don't know why, but that's when you see a lot of them. Ah, darling, talk to me. You keep pouring me, but what do you want? You've had your dinner. You've had your pig's ear. What do you want now? Come on then. Give me a cuddle. Give me a cuddle. Come on. Love? Come on then. There you are. She wants a bit of love and affection. Oh, bless her. Oh, I love you. I love you. Yeah. No kisses. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, right. Okay, Inga. That's very interesting. Yeah. Well, end of August, September. I mean, I've been out the front because it's just nice to be relaxing out there on the patios that like that next to the pool, and I've been watching them in August, October. I've been watching them into October, and it's lovely just sitting there. The dog's lying next to me, and I'm just looking up. Right. Okay. Right. Tonight, it is all about ask me anything you want about Portugal. Coming to Portugal, climate in Portugal, cost of living in Portugal, anything about Portugal. Here comes trouble. Okay. And I will do my best to answer your questions. Inga, look at my hair. It's a mess, isn't it, girl? It needs sorting, yes? Where's Portugal? Now there's a question. Yeah? I'll give you a clue, Carlos. It's in the Iberian Peninsula. You like it? It's a mess. It looks like a mop gone wrong. It's in the Iberian Peninsula. The same place. A little bit wet comb. Hey, no, what? Look, see what I mean? Right, look what I've got. Okay, but watch this. Here we go. Yeah, stuffed balls. Come on, then. Come on. Here you go. Off you go. There you go. That'll keep them occupied for at least the next hour. A little bit of wet comb. Where's what? Saggers. Sagres. Sagres. I don't understand that word. The Algarve. I can see the Algarve. I understand the Algarve. Iberian Peninsula. The same place you get the Iberian mongooses. And yes, I've seen one. Or a bottle. Come on, guys. Carlos, how much is a pint of beer in the UK now? And how much is it for a litre of petrol and a litre of diesel? Bottle of beer, no, pint of beer. When you go into a pub, you order a pint of beer. Tiago, how you doing, Tiago? Nice to see ya. Good? I told you. Oh, sorry. I missed it. Tell me again, please. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Look at them. Look at them. Right? Hold on. Let me show you. Yeah. I get the pig's ear, I break it up, I cut it, and I stuff it in the ball, and they've got to get it out. It takes them ages. 6. But then you drink at spoons. Is it cheaper there? With the spoons, £3 a pint. Blimey. Lauren, 127 Sainsbury's, 129. Right. Blimey. That's cheaper than here. Mind you, I can't remember the last time I bought some diesel, but I think that's cheaper than here. That's petrol, right? Wow. Yeah. It was cheaper in Tenerife. Apparently, the fuel is way cheaper in Spain than it is Portugal. I'm guessing Portugal, the government have got very heavy taxes on it. £50 in Dubai. Ooh, wow. What's new in my life? Well, not a lot really. It's all the same. Guests coming and going. Next week they slow down a little bit. The weather's calming down, so it won't be long before I'll get back into flying. Other than that, to be honest with you, I'm enjoying this period because I'm chilling and taking it easy. And I try to sleep in, but I still get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I wish I could sleep in till 9 o'clock. Yeah. I gathered that the reason the fuel is highly priced here is because of the government taxes. Canary Islands is duty free. Wow. Okay. I might fly there and pick up some diesel. No way. No way have you finished that. No way, Mona. I stuffed that really hard. There's no way you finished that. I know there isn't. What have you done with it? I don't know. Go find it. There's no way she's got all the pig's ear out of that ball. I mean, I stuffed it hard and full. Cereal. What she's after ladies' ball. That's what she's really after. Right, do you guys want to hear a really funny story? Diego. Oh, Mona. She's gone. She'll be back. Mona's settled down really good. She's become part of the family, and it's really fantastic to have her. I'm really enjoying her. She's a little bit naughty. When I'm in bed and I fall asleep, she jumps up and lies next to me. She starts off somewhere on the bed and she slowly works next to me, and that's what wakes me up, is when she's like right next to me. And then I think to myself, do I tell her to get down or not? And I do. I tell her to get down because I don't want her to think that my bed is the place to be. So I just pet her a bit and say, right, in your box, back in your box. So where are we? Yes, please. Right, okay. Hold on, Inga. Right. So what do you know about Portugal, Mac? I was watching a video on the Templars in Tomar. Love the history. Oh, yes. Well, there is a huge history to Portugal. And that's one of the things the Americans love, is the history to it. Because the American history is like really shallow, isn't it? It's not very much, a couple of 100 years. Here, it's centuries in Europe. I don't know much about the Templars in Tomar. But yes, there were the Knights Templars. Right, I think you ought to know something. I am seriously thinking about getting myself a trials bike. Right. Do you guys want to hear what happened to me when I was in a children's home and had all the emergency services searching for me? What a bike. Yeah, Leslie. Trials bike. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah, man. Yeah, Lauren. Yeah. I'm going to get a 250 trials bike and go and tear up the forests in Portugal. Carlos, was it? Do you know that Isabella is the second oldest European capital? Oh, Lisboa. Lisboa. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So when you come and visit, Leslie, I'll take you out on the trials bike. I mentioned it, did I? Oh, sorry, Inga. Sorry. Diego. Right, yeah, the Americans have only got a very short history. Isn't the history of Europe older than that? No, I don't suppose it is really, isn't it? It started just after the Neanderthals disappeared, I guess. Leslie, help her, my God. I'll tell you what, Leslie. Well, okay, I'll be kind to you. We'll start off on the electric bikes, going through the forest, and then the trials bike. Oh my guys. Santa Maria. Don't forget the stabilizers. I can ride a motorbike, girlie. Don't you worry about that. You'll be safe with me. No, when they talk about the American history, they don't talk about the Native Americans. They talk about the time when they were virtually eradicated. So, yeah, there's not much history to America, is there? Only when he's got a helmet on. It's me I'm worried about. You'll be okay, Leslie. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah. We'll go into the forest and we'll run around a bit, yeah. But I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm not going to go ridiculous breakneck speeds and that kind of thing. A nice leisurely ride so that you come back, get off and go, actually, I really enjoyed that. Now that's the aim of it, not to come back and you shaking and shitting yourself thinking, Christ, I didn't think I was going to survive it. That's not fun. Well, Tiago, there was a very large fire in the Arganil area. I could have gone flying, but obviously I can't with the planes all around. I've got to leave the airspace free. But I think that was burning for about 2 or 3 weeks, and it's only just been put out, or they've got it severely under control. But that was going on for a long time, and I had the plane. I was trying to film in the garage. I was trying to film for YouTube, and I had to keep stopping and retaking because the planes were coming over, and they come over low, and there was lots of them. And that's how I know how severe the fire is, depending on how many planes are coming over to go and pick the water up. "60 kilometers. So I'll get to see how bad that fire was once I get flying again, because I'll obviously go and find it. Once I get to about 2,000 or 3,000 feet, I'll be able to see it. It'll just jump out at me. There'll be green, green, green. Then over there, there'll be a great big black area. Isn't it marvelous? Those balls stuffed with pig's ears. The girls are quiet. Look at them. They're like, hold on. Here comes one. Oh, right. So look, Mona has stolen Lady's ball. Not my problem. Get on with it. Yeah. Once the planes go up, it's totally restricted. Nobody can go in that area, and it's a large area. So once if the fire's at Arganil, it's a huge area with restricted airspace. And if I went into that airspace, I would be in absolute serious trouble. I don't know what level of trouble, because I've never tested it, and I don't think people have. But yeah, if you infringe on the airspace. Big problems. Oh, are there, Inga? Right. Okay. Right. Is it in the mountains, Inga? Did it go up the mountains? Yes, Lauren, for sure. Okay. Right. No, I mean I've got an app on my phone. So if I was going to go, well, it sends through warnings to me of restricted airspace. So obviously, when it comes to Coimbra, Lisboa, Porto, and there's a couple of other areas in Portugal where there's restricted space at different levels, at different heights. So I can't go anywhere near Lisboa Airport. There's an area that you just can't go. But what you can do is fly, like, for example, 5 kilometers away from the airfield, you can be at 1,000 feet. You can't go above it. You can be at 1,000 or between 1,000 and 500. The minimum we can fly is 500 feet. The maximum is, I think the maximum is 10. I can't remember. I think the maximum is 10,000 feet. Yeah. And that's when you start to lose oxygen. Nice one, Diego. Absolutely. That and coffee. Have I got any left? Just a little. But I've got me Tinto ready for 9 o'clock. 20 minutes to go. I'll be tucking into that before then. Right. Where are we, Carlos? From the Estrella. Join fire from. What, the biggest fire ever happened this year in that area? Wow. Wow. I didn't realize that. The biggest fire ever. I know I saw on the news that Europe was having an unprecedented amount of fires compared to previous years. Don't worry, Inga, it doesn't matter about spelling it wrong. I can't even read it when it's spelled right. If you spell it wrong, I might understand it. Right, I'm going to tell you a story. Let me turn the fan off. Right. I don't know whether you know it or not, but I was brought up in a children's home. And it was a fantastic life. There's stories about children's homes that make your hair curl, but nah, this was a wonderful children's home. In fact, it was on a very posh private estate with big houses. When I say big houses, all the houses around us were like 6 and 8 bedroom houses owned by very wealthy people. And there's the children's home, Wallop, right in the middle of it. And ours was a huge house converted into this children's home. Anyway, I grew up with the staff and 11 other boys in the children's home. Now, I get to about 15 years of age. And a friend at school is selling a clinker rowing boat. A clinker rowing boat is you've got plywood rowing boats, which just got a sheet of wood shaped into the boat. A clinker rowing boat is where you've got a plank of wood and then another one overlaps it, then another one overlaps it. Yeah, it's called clinker bill. Okay, sound good, don't I? I know this. Yeah, I only know because I okay, right. So he's selling it, and he's selling it for £8. He's selling this boat, oars, rollocks, £8. Yeah, I get him down to 7. So I goes back to the home, and I says to Grandma and Grandad, Mr. and Mrs. Sawyer, who were the people who ran the home, I said, I want £7, please, out of my savings. Oh, what are you going to buy? A boat? No, you're not. No, you can't have that. I said, why not? Oh, no, you can't have that. You're in a children's home. I said, well, that's not fair because all the other kids can have things like this and I can't. So that's not fair. And there was a lot of this actually. So, and I changed quite a few things. Yeah, yeah, okay, right. Okay, hold on. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, I'm not happy with this. So on the way home from school the next day, I calls into the social services office so I can speak with my social worker. Her name was Mrs. Morton, but she was called Chips for some reason. I don't know why. So I just went into the office and said, is Chips here, please? Yeah, right, okay, I'll get her for you. And anyway, Chips says, yeah, how you doing, Mac? What can I do for you? I said, I'm not happy. I want to buy a boat. Oh, no, you can't have a boat. And I'm thinking, but I want a boat. I want to go out on the river and go fishing. So I thought to myself, what do I do here? How do I get on? I was determined to get this boat one way or the other. So I kept badgering them and I went and saw Chips again. And I said, this isn't fair that other children can have things and we can't. And she's saying, well, but you're in the care of the local authority. If anything ever happened to you, you know, we would be in serious trouble. And I said, hey, nothing can happen. I'm just going to be on the river. So I'm trying to convince her that it's a very good idea and I'll be safe. So she says, all right, I'll speak to her superiors. And about a week later, she came to the children's home. She says, they've said that you can have the boat, but the boat's got to be checked out by some official person. I've got to have life jackets. I've got to have some flare thing in the boat, and all sorts of regulations. And I think, I don't care what regulations you put in front of me. I don't care what hoops I've got to jump through. I'm getting my boat. So I haven't bought the boat at this stage, and it's kept down at a little quay area in the docks. So I meets the guy down there with my social worker. He's checking the boat over, and he says, yeah, it's a really good boat. It's in good condition, but it needs bitumen. It needs bitumen. What did he call it? It needs black tar varnish putting on it to seal it. All right. So right, we're a goer. We're on. So the social services bought this black tar varnish, and I've got to get the boat out of the water for the minimum of 3 days so it could dry a bit, and then paint it with this black tar varnish stuff, and then I'm good to go. So anyway, yeah, comes the day when I'm going to do it. It's a Saturday morning, yeah, gets the boat in the water. I've got grandma, granddad down there. I've got my social worker, her husband, her children, all the children from the children's home and other people as well. And it's a big spectacle. Anyway, shoves the boat in the water. You're thinking something's coming, ain't ya? Bitumen. Yeah, bitumen. Right. You're thinking something's coming, ain't ya? Yeah? Hold on. So shoves the boat in the water, jumps in it. Yeah. I've got the oars in the rollocks ready, gets them out, starts rowing it. Yeah, I'm rowing round. And this is in like a really big dock area before you move out into the river. So I'm rowing around, yeah, right, okay. Now it's time to get people in and have a little play with it, yeah. So it goes back, couple of people jump in. It can hold 4 people. Get some people in, rowing around, blah, 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 going back. And while I'm rowing around, I'm thinking, I need an outboard motor. This rowing is hard work. I need an outboard motor. Now, how the hell am I going to get the social services to buy me an outboard motor? That's another story, because I got one. Okay, right. So I'm rowing around, yeah, having a great time. Life jacket on, all sorts of things in, I can't remember what they were, but safety things in the boat. There had to be a life ring in the boat, and you know, my mate Mortimer, his name was Mortimer. He never had any of that. So, but the social services paid for it. They bought it all. Yeah, no problem. So I've now got myself a boat, and I'm going to go longline fishing. Yeah, because I want to catch fish and sell them to the local fishmonger. So if I get myself a long line with lots of lines off it, yeah, go out, drop it, go back 6 hours later, pull it up, plenty of fish. And yes, it works. It worked a treat. I'm catching really big eels. I'm catching big plaice and flounders, and I'm really happy with myself. Yeah. Now here comes the interesting bit. It's the summer. High tide is at, high tide was at 7:30. I'm sure it was 7:30. And I wanted to obviously fish the tide up and fish the tide down. So, and this is a school night. So I know I've got to be back at 10 o'clock. I've got to be back in the children's home at 10 o'clock. That was the time you've got to be in. Okay, no worries. I can do this. So I gets in the boat, and I was going to go back the next day and pull the long line up. So I dig the worm up out of the docks, the ragworm, get it in the boat, get the long line in there, and I'm rowing up the river. Yeah, plenty of light, not a problem. So I'm rowing up the river, and I go about 2 or 3 miles up the river, staying out of the shipping lane, yeah, not causing any problems. And I lay the long line down, and then I sit there, and I'm just really enjoying a nice evening in my boat on the river. And I'm thinking, yeah, man, life's good. I like this. Yeah, it's terrific. Wow. I'm really soaking it up. It's beautiful. Anyway, then the mist starts rolling in, and it's coming off the other shore. It's not thick, but it's starting to move in. And I'm thinking, I've got plenty of time here. I've got no worries, right? I'll head on back now. Yeah. Pulls the anchor up, yeah, and starts rowing back. Ahead of me, the mist is coming in. Well, it's not mist, it's fog. It's coming in thicker. But I know I've got to go dead straight. If I go dead straight, I'll end up, and I'll see the lights at the docks, and I'll go in. I'm rowing away. Yeah, looking behind me. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. And it's now got to about 9 o'clock, and dusk is around. Okay. And I've got an hour before I get back to the children's home. No problem. What's it going to take me to get back to the docks? Half an hour? About 20 minutes to get back to home? Yeah, I can do this. So I'm rowing away. And then all of a sudden, boom, the boat don't move. What the hell? And now there's mist around. I can still see boats in the distance, but not perfectly clear, obviously. And I thought, why am I not moving? So I get the oar and I put it down, and there's only about 3 foot of water. I'm thinking, blimey, I should be in deeper water. So I got the oar and I thought, well, where am I? Where's the shore? If the boats are out there, that's the main shipping channel, then the shore's got to be that way. So I've got to push myself away from the shore. So I starts pushing and I can feel myself coming free. Oh, yeah, right, okay, no problem. Push myself away and I keep doing it and I keep doing it until I can't touch the riverbed anymore. So now I'm in deep water again. So I make sure I turn the boat and I start rowing out into the river a bit. Then I turn and start rowing back to the dock. Oh, man, that was close. Nearly got myself stuck. Rowing away. Bang! It happens again. I'm obviously not, I'm rowing into the shore. Okay, no worries. I'll sort it out this time. I'll make sure I go right near the shipping channel. Right. So I'm pushing to try and get myself off. My camera's gone out of focus. Oh, right. I don't know why my camera's gone out of focus. Oh, right, we'll come back. Right, let's see. Right, so I'm trying to push myself off. And I'm pushing and pushing. I can't move the boat. The boat won't come off. And it's mud. And it's bad mud. I mean, it's soft as hell. So I'm pushing and pushing and pushing. And there's water around me. Yeah. And I'm struggling. And I know that if I rock the boat too much, it's going to sink into the mud, which is obviously going to stop the boat from lifting up out of the water. So I'm trying gently to push myself off. I can't shift this boat no matter what. And then time goes by, and now I've got no water around me. Oi, girls! Knocking on the head. Right. I've got no water around me anywhere. It's all mud. I know that if I get out of that boat, I'm going to sink up to my waist in mud. And then when the tide comes back in, I'll drown because I won't be able to get out of the mud. And this must be now way gone 9:30. So I'm in trouble. I am late getting back home. I'm in deep trouble. But I'm also in deep trouble because I'm in a boat on mud and there's no water around me anywhere. So what do I do? So I'm shouting out, help, 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 to try and get the attention of other boats. But of course, no, come on, baby, box. But of course, all the other boats, they're big vessels. They're coastal vessels. And their engines are running. They're not going to hear me, but I don't know this. I'm just shouting. And time's ticking by. And now it's gone way past. I don't know what the time is because I didn't have a watch, as I don't have one now. I never wear one. And it might, I'm thinking it must be 10 or 11 o'clock, and Grandma and Granddad are going to be worried sick and all the rest of it. And so what do? Well, I knew that what I'd got to do is sit in that boat and just be very calm. But it's 12 hours before the water's going to come back. 12 hours down, 12 hours up for the tide. So if high tide was at 7:30 that evening, it's going to be 8:30 in the morning before it comes back in full. So I'm sitting there and I'm freezing cold and I know I can't move. I haven't got a coat on. I've got like t-shirt, jumper and the life jacket, and I'm just sitting and waiting. And eventually daylight breaks and the mist is gone and I can see the water out there, and then I can see it slowly coming in, and I'm sitting there thinking, I am going to lose my boat. They're not going to let me keep it anymore. I'm in deep trouble. Oh my God. Right. Okay. I just got to get back. That's all I've got to do is just get back. I've got to get this boat off the mud. And I could see at this point, I can see that I'm on like a mud bank. Okay, so as the water's coming in, it's not coming up, it's going round me. So, and then I can see it over there, but I'm still on the mud. So I'm on a mud bank, and I've got to wait until the water rises enough to come and lift the boat up. So it does. It takes about, I don't know, a couple of hours. Water comes in. I can feel it lapping and hitting the boat, and it's coming up the side quite high. And I'm thinking the boat is stuck in the mud, and if I don't do something, it's just going to come over into the boat, and then I'm going to have to swim ashore. Okay, no worries about that one. But so what I thought I'd do is I'll rock the boat very gently and get the water to go underneath it as I move it. And it worked. And I got the boat now floating. Right. Now I can see where I'm going, and I get the oars, or one oar, and I push myself gently out into deeper water. Then I start rowing back. And as I'm rowing back, I look back at the docks. There's police cars. There's ambulance. Apparently helicopters were out looking for me. I never heard them. I never saw them. But there was at least one. They said helicopters, but I think it was just one. Yeah. And I'm rowing back. Yeah. And then somebody shouts out, "Are you Mac?" I went, "Yeah." They said, "Whoa, we thought we'd lost you." I says, "No, I got stuck on the mud." And I continued rowing back. Yeah. And I got back, and the police came down, and they grabbed the boat, and they picked me up. I thought, I haven't hurt myself. And they picked me up, take me to the ambulance. Yeah, I get a mask shoved on me, right? I'm not having problems breathing, but I get this mask shoved on my face. I get covered in this silver blanket thing, yeah. And then I'm sitting in the ambulance. Grandma and Granddad turn up because the police phoned them. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm in deep trouble, man, right? Grandma hugs me and kisses me and says, "Oh, we thought we'd lost you, blah, blah, blah." Granddad is like, crying, right? And I'm taken to hospital. And I've got to be in hospital 24 hours. Because I'm in the care of the local authority. Anyway, so I'm there with all sorts of things checking up on me, and doctors checking me. And then I get released, and I go, Grandma and Granddad come and pick me up and take me back. Chips Morton, my social worker, obviously came and visited me. And in all this time, none of them said anything about the boat. They asked me what happened, and I explained what happened, but they never said nothing about the boat. And I'm thinking, I'm waiting for this to come. This is going to happen when I get back. So we go back. So Grandma and Granddad, I went back in their car, and Chips followed. And we got back to the children's home. And little Anne, the cook, she gets a nice, as always, little Anne gets a tray, teapot, biscuits, chocolate biscuits for the kids, ordinary biscuits for the grown-ups. Comes into the office, puts it down. Yeah, we're all sitting there, and I'm thinking, here it comes. Here comes the biggest bollocking of my life. I'm going to be grounded. It's going to come on me like a ton of bricks. And it didn't happen. And I was so surprised. Grandma and Granddad said, what you did was the right thing to stay in the boat. And you did the right thing sitting there patiently waiting. And I'm thinking at any moment they're going to say, but you're never going to go out on that boat again. And but something did turn up, something did happen. And Chips was saying, there were people, apparently other social workers were called into the office, and they're all phoning around all different places trying to find me. They weren't sure where I was, but they knew that I'd gone out on the river. But am I still on the river, or am I at the shore somewhere? So they're all searching for me and getting other people to search for me. Anyway, so I'm thinking to myself, that's it. I'll never have the use of this boat again. So Grandma and Granddad said, right, you can't go out on the boat until we've sorted something out, because this can't happen again. And I said, what's got to be sorted out? And they said, well, you're obviously not very good at navigating, so we need to get you trained up on how to navigate and that. And I'm thinking, you serious? You're going to allow me to still use the boat, but I'm going to be taught how to use it properly? Whoa, yeah, man, I'm over the moon. I'm doing backflips, not literally, but I'm over the moon about this, yeah? And I'm thinking, God, how wonderful is that? Anyway, that's what happened to me. Sorry, missed a bit. Sticky mud, yeah. The mud on the bottom of a river is extremely sticky. I mean, some parts of the foreshore, we call it the foreshore, it's like you can walk on it you can walk out quite a way, which we used to go fishing. But then other bits, you'd go nowhere near it because it's like you're just sinking it. And obviously I hit that